This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome to this another video in Market Talk YouTube channel. Hope it was a profitable trading day for you. Let us see what happened in the market today and what's the view and key important data points. Before that, we'll see the disclaimer. Please note that what are the views mentioned here is my personal opinion, and any loss incurred by you by taking trades based on my view, I will not be responsible. Please consult a financial advisor before taking any trades. Okay, let's first see the data point, which is very important, which is interesting. FIIs have become net sellers in the index futures. Now, it is not a significant shorts actually. If you see on 24 September, they've taken some shorts. Again, they've taken some shorts, 9,000 contracts. But they're adding, if you see here, from 1,37,000 stock futures, they added 2 lakh stock futures in the long side. So this is the hedge position what they're holding, and also they're holding some long put positions. It's not aggressive shorts actually as such. It is a hedge only for them. Okay, so any dip whatever is there, it's not a scary dip which we can see like March whatever. That's what is my opinion. There could be a dip. Use intraday positions to take positions and short the call options. That's the best opportunity you can have, because if you take positional then immediately they take a reversal, because if you see the month of March, just see the month of March, the contracts what they've taken is very significant. That time it was almost like, see, 1 lakh or 2 lakh contracts they've taken shorts. Okay, 1 lakh 1.7 lakh contracts they taken short, and taken shorts also, long puts also, they bought so much, almost 2.2 lakhs. But now the situation is different. Now, as per the SEBI guidelines, they are supposed to take the short positions only for the hedge, as hedge for the long positions. That's the only thing. So I'm not expecting big drop. Even if it comes also, there could be a restricted drip only. But let us see that also. And before that, we'll go to the charts and see what happened. Let us see the Nifty 1 hour chart first. So Nifty 1 hour chart, still we are in the mother candle, high and low. Inside is only we are trading. So once you break this 11,670 significantly, the range is almost like 300 points. So this can take down and fill this gap. This gap, which I've been telling you before, this gap will get filled. Okay, tomorrow it will get filled, or next week is what we have to see. Tomorrow the chances are less, I believe, but there is anything is possible in the market. So this is what the gap filling can happen, which is possible next week is what my expectation. Okay, because the election time, that whatever results outcome they will be taken for, all analysts will tell you different thing, and Biden comes, Donald Trump comes, whoever comes, whatever the market want to do, whatever it wants to do. Let us see the Bank Nifty also. Bank Nifty also, like, it is very strong, and this gap is what is I'm expecting to get filled, 23,500 levels. It can happen tomorrow also possibly, but it is almost like 1,000 points. Let us see whether it can happen tomorrow, or will, because this support is very crucial. Once you break 23,900, then free fall can happen till this level easily. So tomorrow just wait for this level to be broken, but option pain is indicating 24,100 actually. So let us see whether option pain also is indicating any movement on the downside. Let's see this charts also. Okay, coming to the power of 2 also, if you see here, here in the case of Bank Nifty, it was inside the this cloud also, and here we tried to go down, then we went up above, because a lot of whipsaws happening here around the BWP until 12:30. Suddenly the market saw a dip up by 12:30 to this level, around by almost like 500 points we fell in just less than 1.5 hours. Because morning itself the indication came where the PCR went below 1 for Bank Nifty. So there is an indication. And today was a crazy day where the opening itself, Bank Nifty fell by 1,000 points. These algos are making their own type of trades very difficult to take the trades. In case of Nifty, if you see, Nifty also same thing, around 12:30 started falling, but here it has never touched the BWP. You see, as I mentioned earlier, like whenever we try to test the BWP, if it is sell side, we'll get trigger again, it'll fall down. So in case Nifty, it behaved very nicely for short positions. It went all the way like 11,900 put, went all the way to 220 also. Unless you don't trade with the stop loss, it is difficult. You'll be able to not control your losses. It's unlimited losses. But over a period of time, you'll get control. But at least for intraday trades, it'll be difficult for you to take positions if you are not able to put a stop loss order. Let us see the charts. Ichimoku cloud chart setup. So definitely it is till here. This is support. 11,400 is a support level. Below only aggressive shorts selling can come actually, and here also it should go below zero. Till the time bulls can have hopes. There is no problem as such, because after 12,000 we just came down by almost just 300 points. It's not a big deal because we've raised from almost 7,500 levels. We have to wait, give some time for proper shots if anything to come. Don't try to take position shots in aggressively before we go below this Kijun-sen. Tinkan-sen Kijun crossover should come. A lot of confirmations are required for position shots, because as of now the swing low is 10,800. Okay, we have a lot of time to cover, go below this and then go below this level. Okay, whether Reliance will give the opportunity or not is what we have to see, because once Reliance go below 2,000, then all the DIs will come and pump the money and people started grabbing the stock. In case of Bank Nifty, unless we go below the cloud, position shots is not allowed. It is very risky to take position shots, because option data is indicating that we may not go below so much. That's what I feel in the near term. Okay, there will be a lot of ups and downs will be there, volatility will be there, but don't expect any big down like March will come. Already we have seen something which everybody is aware, and now the repeat will not happen in the near term. Something different will happen. Okay, because option data is very clearly indicating that it's going to be a lot of volatility move, because still VIX is not gone above 25 also. It is around 23.5. Now let us see the Bollinger Band. So Bollinger Band, Kotak Mahindra Bank was the one thing which is very important. If you see here, Kotak Mahindra Bank, still we are above the Bollinger Band only, upper Bollinger Band. So just wait for the Kotak Mahindra Bank, which is going to pull down to this Bollinger Band levels. So coming to the Nifty, we just closed one day now below 20-day moving average. It's weak definitely. So if you're holding this shorts, 20-day moving average should be your stop loss, because 2 times we took the support. Now we are closing below 20-day moving average. Unless we close, this is if you see here triple, we can tell here triple bottom of sort of thing. Okay, 1, 2, how many times? Almost 5 times we're testing the support. 11,650 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 5 times. This support after testing 5 times now, the daily charts, now it is becoming weak. Now once you break 11,650 comfortably and close below this level, then only any significant shorts can build up on the downside. So just 11,650 is the level you have to watch for. One second, Bank Nifty. Coming to the Bank Nifty, just 1 second. So coming to the Bank Nifty, still we are inside particular range. This is a range. Okay, range we are roaming around, and we need to go below this level to fill this gap around 2600. So here also we can see a lot of support is building up around 24,000 levels. Once we break 24,000, then we can comfortably, because there is 20-day moving average support also around 23,500. We have a lot of things to break supports for Bank Nifty to go below, because Kotak Mahindra Bank is what is going to lead the downside most probably. Arun is yet to give a sell signal. Coming to Heikin Ashi, Heikin Ashi PC for Nifty, the ADX is around 18.9. Okay, 18.9. Let us see the normal candle also. Now the ADX is around 20. So 20 means there is no strength in the trend. It's very clearly saying that the down move has no strength. Any move, down move can just fizzle out. Okay, need to see about 25 at least the ADX is going to. You can see here the ADX here. The ADX need to go above 25 at least. Then only we can see some movement on the way it is going move. Now as of now there is no strength in the trend either side. Now coming to the Bank Nifty, has some strength. Bank Nifty has some strength around 29 above, because it's around 25. Now still we are yet to get a sell signal here. ADX is yet to get a sell signal. So till the time we don't get any sell signal here, because now green DA plus is above DA minus. So it is a buy signal. As of now we are in buy signal only. Position shots only we get some confirmation in a big way when we go below 23,000 levels. That's the time we can see some big move on the downside. You see here the range, whatever is there, the Bank Nifty is just in a big range for a long time now. Okay, now 20,000, or if you just see 20,000, what is the range for Bank Nifty? We have been inside a particular range for a long time, and let us say this is the level. This is the level we are inside the range, roughly around 20,000, 5,000 points movement is there. Okay, the 5,000 points range for almost from June, July, August, September, October. Now 5 months. 5 months we are inside a range for almost 5,000 points. Any breakout on either side can give movement on that side. Once we break 25,000 levels, then easily we can touch 30,000 also. But we need to, because for that economic factors and so many global factors, FIs also need to support. Data is not very supportive. So this range is still we can continue to trade for a long time. There is nothing difficult actually. So this is what you have to see. Let us, because once we break 20,000 levels, then we can see 50,000 also. But I don't think that will happen with the HDFC Bank. It's very good support from the DIS, and FIS is a favorite stock, and Kotak Bank also, MSCI, RGB they're telling, and so many things are there. So it will not be so easy game to see Bank Nifty going to 15,000 levels and all. But anything can happen. But for that, you need to see whether this triple super trend is broken or not. 22,500. Once it's broken, then you can go at that time short positionally for targets of 20,000, 15,000 and all. Now let us go for the 5-day high EMA, low EMA. So if you see today, the 5-day low EMA is around 11,741. Now we close slightly below that actually. So once we go below this mother candle, then some good moves can come. As I mentioned, 11,650 is a level. You have to keep a watch. This level we should not break. If you break, then big fall can come to test 11,300. So tomorrow is being an expiry day is very crucial. Any big movements can take you out of the game if you short small options. Morning also I mentioned like 11,900 put to 72 rupees. Once we cross the previous day high, you should exit it. Okay, and also set up. We will see that also today now. So when I'm giving the entries only, you have to see the stop loss, because which I'm teaching you in the YouTube channel now. Here still we are not closed below. Bank Nifty still not closed below 5-day low EMA. So that way it is still strong only. It's in the consolidation zone. Once it is inside the consolidation zone, it is neither bullish nor bearish. Okay. Now let us see what and all I mentioned in the morning. The Telegram channel. 25,000 call I mentioned to sell, because that time it was trading. The PCR was gone below 1. That time itself it was giving a clear indication. I told 160 is the time around this level. So this is a 9:20 in the morning. No, morning this time. After that, if you see here, it's slightly only one bar formed above this by around 12:15. Then again it fell down all the way 23 rupees. Then 24,300 put I sold, told to short around 185. Something I told I shorted at 185 in the morning. 24,300. Okay, this is the setup. I have to change. Bank Nifty for Bank Nifty. 24,300. Okay, so around 185 something. This is a level, I believe. This is what I told. It came down here and again started moving. Once we break the swing high around 220, you should exit, because the swing high is very important. If you see here, always the options make a lower high, lower low. If you see, I will just try to mark. See, this is the high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So it started making higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. If you see here, this low is there. It is not broken. Before that, it made one low here and started breaking the high. So once you break this swing high, then you should take positions to square up position, because it will not be keep on making lower high, lower low. Sometimes it will break the highs also. That's a breakout we are seeing. Okay, so normal mode. Let us 1 minute. I'll just clear the drawings. The result drawing. Okay. So this way you have to take positions. And similarly, if you see 11,900 put, let us see 11,900 put. 11,900 put, I told 74, around 74, 75 is the place. I expected that Bank Nifty is strong, then Nifty can pull on the upside, or the put option can keep coming down. So here also same thing. If you see here, once she crosses swing high low, here this is a place swing high it was making. Once she started seeing this above around 120, should exit maximum, because I've been holding the Bank Nifty puts short call position and keep on adding call positions. It's not that 25,000 call is shorted. You just hold only 25,000 call. You can short 24,900 call, 24,800 call. Keep on shorting the positions. If you see the future position, just see the future setup, the same option setup what I told, you can see the future setup also. Once a given setup here, just see the same setup here. Morning, what happened here around 12 o'clock? Once you break this, okay, here we got a buy signal 11.18, and once you break this mid downtrend channel, then after that never we went above the mid downtrend channel. Okay, it's still the entire thing move from here 24,542 till 24,150, almost 400 points move without any whipsaw. Here some whipsaw came after big trending move, some consolidation, again another down move, then consolidation here happening. Normally, whenever you get some trending move on any side, whatever, after some expect some consolidation move, most of times, almost 75% of time, consolidation happens, then another move comes. Rarely that immediately another trend move comes on the other side also. That is very rarely. So these are setups you have to just take note actually. So let us see the FLD also. In case of Bank Nifty, if you see hourly FLD, here this is the level I told you, like 2485. This is a level where this is a poor high. There is no volume at all. So there is every rise will be a selling opportunity here, unless we don't sustain above 24,855. And this is a point of control. This is what level one should expect to test. In case if you don't, this is the next highest bar. Once you get a highest bar here, this is selling opportunity. People are selling here at this level. So till the time we started, this is the line what you can see is FLD, which you can see get in a trading view. So once you sustain above this level, if you be below this level, then it's a resistance. Now it will be a resistance here. Is a visual POC. Okay, now is a visual POC. Once you just select here, automatically the POC will come down. Since till the time we are sustaining below 24,500, it's around 24,500. It's going to be sell and rise only for targets around 22,500 from the volume profile perspective. So let us see the Nifty also. So coming to the Nifty, the volume profile, this is the point of control. Any dip here can go all the way to here. This is a poor low. Poor low means this is a place where lack of sellers and buyers are there. So this is a gap filling also is possible. So this way here we can test here to do the gap filling. Like how we saw 10,800 is a poor low where from where we moved on the upside. So now here also now we can make a lower high by testing this place 11,300 and start moving on the upside. This is the one probability. Okay, so from volume profile perspective, this is a probability where we can go all the way here possibly and then move on. And I don't expect any dip can go below this 11,300 level. This level you have to be very, very cautious for any reversal that can come. Okay, now let us see the data points. So FIS started giving the indication that they are going for shorts, but that is not the case. They started building index futures. Now that is also important. You have to see from the holistic view. They are also not building any long put positions much actually. If you see, they're slightly reducing the long put positions because everybody is seeing the data, but how you see the data is very important. Don't get becomes over bearish and buy put options heavily expecting that market will fall like March. That may not happen possibly. It can come down, but I'm expecting like maybe 1,000 points maximum. It can fall down and then bounce back from the level because Reliance is what one stock is controlling the Nifty as of now. Unless there is any bad news in Reliance, nothing can hamper the Nifty. Now coming to the Lakshman Rekha is very clear now. Bearish weekly midpoint. Now we are in the sell mode. This is a stop loss for the levels for Nifty and Bank Nifty future levels. For October, tomorrow is expiry. So this month, if you see, is completely bullish only. We are just 60, almost like this is a Lakshman Rekha level. We are closing with this original. This is not the original Lakshman Rekha. It's a stop loss rate. So once you touch 11,660, then we should exit at that place. So everybody is taking the position. It's from starting. If you see the, let me just show you the rates here for Nifty. 24 September is the date from where we started the Lakshman Rekha. On that day, Lakshman Rekha, what is the VWAP? 10,915. Okay, from 10,915, we will keep tracking. This is a 10,915. This is the rate average. Original Lakshman Rekha is average of these two, which is around 10,950. Okay, but if you see here, we've been trailing that using the weighted average of all the VWAPs. So now we got some 600 points following the Lakshman Rekha actually, but this is not just 61 points. It's a trailing stop loss. And in case of Bank Nifty Lakshman Rekha, this is trailing stop loss 23,182. if you see the original Lakshman Rekha for Bank Nifty, we have to follow 24 September, the expiry last time around 20,000. Around 20,700 is the level, what's the original Lakshman Rekha. But now 23,000, almost 3,000 points gained from the original Lakshman Rekha. Okay, so this is what how you have to read the Lakshman Rekha. This is a trailing stop loss. In case we are going below this 23,182, then you have to exit. So tomorrow the expiry being the expiry day, don't expect these levels to come for tomorrow. A little less chance, unless there is some big bullish and bearish move comes from any big place. As such, the Dow Jones is showing like around 800 points down move. Let us see what happens tomorrow. And coming to the midpoint chart, so definitely swing moves are there. Now once we go below, now we are seeing below 24,200 midpoint going below 24,200, it is going to be bearish move. So this is the next big support is the 23,450. In case of Nifty, so we saw double top here 11,940, and now this 11,736 once broken the midpoint, then it's a free fall can come here. Now there is no support. After this, the support only support what we have. PCR, it's a very crazy game. Like for Nifty, it is yesterday 0.85, and day for yesterday 0.85, then 1.16, then 0.9. Such a volatility here, and it is very difficult to take any positional view. If you take a bearish view, then next day it is the positions are cut, and then you take a bullish view, then immediately positions are cut. So this way, it is very difficult to take any positions on a positional way for either Nifty or Bank Nifty at the point of time, because there is a big war going on between bulls and bears, and a lot of traders are in the market. And same thing case for the Bank Nifty also. One day 0.66, another day 1.19, and 0.77. Such a big swing. It's very rare to see actually. That in just 3 days. So stay cautious. Take intraday trades only. And if you miss some few points, that's no problem. But at least you are able to protect your capital. That is very important. Protecting capital is important than not making profit also. Okay, so that's the strategy should be. So coming to the volatility, okay, the option pain is around 24,100 is the option pain, and for Nifty 11,750 is the option pain. Now VIX has gone to 23.28, so you have to be really cautious. And then the volatility for tomorrow, 26.52 is the low expected possible, and 24,776 possible high. 11,500 and 11,900 is the range possible tomorrow. And today also the range was high because of the futures. Some big freak trade happened here. Around 1,097 points was the range for the day actually. Otherwise, it will not be so much. So coming to the volatility, P ratio is very high for Nifty. Just everybody is aware. They will be controlled. Need to be under check. And we have added one more data here, FIDA also. So this is summary here, starting from 2007. Everything is pulled from the web directly. Just take click refresh. I'll be able to do this here. Just clicking refresh, and you get this data. There is no effort incurred in this actually. So this also, when say tomorrow I will just refresh here FA data MTD, I'll get this data. Okay, so this is the beauty of this Power BI actually. And here, if you see for the last several years, almost like 13 years now, data indicating this 42,000 crores is the net investment by FAs. And what are the investment they made in 2012? It seems like they are just to keep exiting positions, and they're not building any positions in India actually. So this is what they're doing. But in case of October, then they had almost pumped in 15,000 crores actually, due to the whatever the stakes purchase they made actually in the bulk purchase, whatever they made. And DAs have made almost like a good amount of investment in the last almost 5 years now, continuously. If you see 3.88 lakhs, except for 12, 13, 14, 3 years where FIs are buyers and DAs are sellers. After the continuously they will be buying. I'm not sure who will be intelligent, who will be not intelligent. Only time will tell. Whether because the people are able to make money or not, we have to see. And here, if you see DA for the entire month, they've been selling almost 17,700 crores they've sold, and FIs bought 15,000 crores for the month of October till date. Every day they've been selling, and FIs, there's a lot of selling pressures for the FIs actually. Okay, let us see the Excel dashboard also today. Like tomorrow, just see Bank Nifty possible that since sustaining below 1 PCR, like earlier weeks also, we can see the Bank Nifty PCR going to all the way to 0.66. 0.6 levels also taken to the extreme oversold levels. There's possibility is there tomorrow. So keep a tab on that, and keep a tab on the option pain data also, because option pain is 24,100, and here there is some support here from 24,200 as such. And today entire top 10 option rating was happening in the calls only. There is not a single strike price of put was sold in the top 10. And in case of Nifty also, entire thing out of that, only one put rating was happening is around levels of 450 put. Now there is nothing significant, but our top 9 was entirely was a call options. So this clearly was showing the clear selling pressure from the sellers on the call options. And Dow Jones now currently indicating around 840 points down, and DAX 470 points down minus, and everything is in trade only as of now. So don't try to jump in and be long. Just wait for the positions to clear, then reverse the position or try to go long. If you are bullish, wait for the indicators to give you the indication that there is a reversal happening. Till the time, be on the bearish side only. That's what the indicators are showing actually. At least as I mentioned here, the PCR, once it goes below 1 both, then you can see trending move on that side, down move. Once any one is going above 1 and another one is below 1, then it could be range bound move. And once both are PCR is above 1, then you can see some good trending move on the upside. So this way, how to read this PCR actually. Okay, so hope you like the video, and I hope I explained everything today. What's pending? Nothing is there. Okay, so hope you like the video. Please subscribe, like this channel, so that I can come with new videos and views every day. Thank you.